Ooh. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little Manchester United news update video for you, giving you the latest rundown of the day's dealings and goings on at Manchester United. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Well, I can see we've got Rushmano in the live chat. Gungshi, what's going on, my son? Aaron, how are you, dude? We've got Em in here as well. Everyone, do get yourself involved throughout this show. Have your say in the live chat. Get involved. Also, do us a favour at the start of the show. Smash that like button on it if you haven't done so. Hit the thumbs up. Give it a share around on social media and stuff. Help us out. Spread the word of the pig. And get yourself involved as well. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions, obviously, throughout the show. It's going to be a fully interactive show. So do have your say and get yourself involved. But we're going to be giving you the latest updates on Erik ten Hag as of right now. So as we've heard, guys, Erik ten Hag has essentially agreed verbally a 4-year contract or a 4-year deal at Manchester United. And as the current situation is, we've got an update from a couple of respected journos. Here's the first one. Mr. Fabrizio Romano gave us an update at about 3 a.m. and just said Manchester United are prepared to hold direct talks with Ajax to complete the appointment of Erik ten Hag as new manager. The relationship's excellent. €2 million clause is not going to be an issue. Ajax Borg knows Ten Hag has already accepted Man United contract conditions. And then later on the day, he's also given us this update here that Manchester United are working to prepare contracts and paperworks this week in order to announce Erik ten Hag appointment as soon as possible. Sources close to the manager consider it as a matter of time. Red emoji, handshake emoji, hashtag MUFC. Final details of coaching staff and agreement with Ajax are needed. So where is the situation here? Well, it is moving forward, my friends. So it's getting closer. Manchester United are about to proceed with direct discussions, negotiations with Ajax for Ten Hag, the release of his contract, obviously. So that's about to happen imminently behind the scenes. So today, tomorrow, over the next few days, all that stuff's going to be ironed out. And then obviously in regards to direct contact with the likes of Ten Hag, they've got to discuss and finalise backroom staff as well. And just a couple of other finalisations as well. But finalisations are finalisations. It's more or less, going ahead. Of course, United have not shown any interest in anybody else. It's all been full steam ahead with Ten Hag for now. And it looks like he is going to be the next permanent manager of Manchester United. Get in there, my son! How are we all feeling about this one, guys? On a scale of 1 to 100, how satisfied will you be with the appointment of Erik ten Hag when it may be, well, in the summer probably, but how satisfied would you be on a scale of 1 to 100? Let me ask the live chat real quick. So I'm somewhere around about an 80, 75 maybe. I'm pretty good. I feel pretty good about it because out of who's available right now, stylistically for what we want to go and try and do at Manchester United, and in terms of prospects, and just like I say, who's actually available right now and who could be the next Manchester United manager, I'd say that he's one of the best candidates we can go for right now. So because of that, yeah, 75%, 75% happy with the situation. One says Mix Mitchell, crikey, mate, he's not too happy about it, bro. Wolf says a 69, okay, fair play, that's pretty good. 100% says G-Wolf United. This is the change United needs, says Rushmano. Yes, it is. I mean, it's a change that United needs. The change that United needs is the Glazers getting the fuck out. That is really the change that United needs. But I know what you're saying, yeah. Managerially, tactics-wise, stylistically-wise, youth development-wise, all the proof is in the pudding of what he's done at Ajax so far. So it's going to be maybe obviously a transition trying to do it in the Premier League and having to keep up with the expectations of a club and the pressure of a club like Manchester United while still doing all those things, while still trying to play football in the right way with the right style, but also developing youth and all that sort of stuff too. So he's going to have his work cut for him. It's going to be the toughest job he's ever had. It's a huge job. Obviously, it's an amazing club. It's a great opportunity. If he can lay the foundations over the next couple of seasons and grow this team and develop the team and get rid of the gash players, get new players in and actually get us to where we should be, then of course it's going to be a fantastic appointment. Only time will tell. But right now, I'm very happy about it just because, and like I say, if you look at the sort of style that he's going to bring you, they're very attacking side. Ajax, they play 4-3-3. They play a nice style. We've got to be looking at playing more like the likes of Liverpool, in my opinion. Hate to give them props, but I would like it if we took a leaf out of their book more and tried to win games, but also win games whilst doing it in an attacking fashion and going about it in a swashbuckling way. So hopefully he's going to try and give us that sort of a style, but also defensively sound. If you look at how many goals they've conceded, yes, I know. Listen, it's the Eredivisie, and in the Champions League as well, in the group stage, you can say what you want about that. They obviously did fantastic, but they hardly conceded any goals this season compared to the amount of goals that they've scored. So they've been a great attacking outfit, but a very solid defensive outfit. That's what we want. We want the managerial ability and the coaching ability as well from him, and maybe some backroom staff that he's going to bring in to be able to actually make this team defensively sound whilst being a good attacking unit. Because it seems like we haven't got any of those things at Manchester United right now. We can't defend. We got a human slab at the back, Easter Island head stinking up the gaff, and tactically it seems all over the gaff at times. And then going forward, we can't seem. We've got the best striker in the world, essentially, or one of these days, Cristiano Ronaldo. We can't get the bloody ball to him. So in terms of attacking and style, it's just not there at the moment. We need to try and actually, get someone in who's going to try and play that certain way for United. So because of the philosophy that he could bring, I like the match at Manchester United. It's all well and good going to get someone like a Conte or a Jose. Those guys are proven managers with great experience. But in terms of actual style of what you want to see at Manchester United, is it what you want to see? Or would you rather somebody who's maybe slightly, let's not give too many props out, but slightly more in the mold of a Klopp or a Pep or something like that, who's going to give you both, the best of both worlds, going to give you good, attractive football, but also winning. That's what you want. Hey, Gungshi, thank you so much for getting in with a raw super chat, my son. Let's get a raw emoji in there. Gungshi, get in. Thank you very much. He says, I think Ten Hag can be a great manager for us. It's up to the players to do their part now and put some effort into adapting to his system. Hopefully within a few years, we'll be up there challenging again, as we should be. Gungshi, thank you so much, mate. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight, is it? Good comment. It is going to take a few years, I think. That's the sad reality. Unless it all just clicks magically overnight and he can get rid of those guff players that have just been so bang averagely shite and sign the right players that we need in this next window or two. Unless that can miraculously happen, I just don't really think, it's going to be a quick fix. I think it is going to take a little bit of time. Gungsha, I really, really appreciate that super chat, mate. Get in there, you Don. Thank you so much. And you're right, lay the foundations. Hopefully in a couple of seasons, he'll get us to where we need to be. Sort of leads me on to the point of what he can do with this squad in the summer as well, because he's got to get a lot of the gash players gone. Several players will be leaving anyway. We know of that, whether it's Lingy or Cavani for sure. Pogba may be going, of course. Lots of different players that could be going for various reasons. Mata, Matic, Bailly, Jones, loads of different players could be going. So hopefully he can bring in a few good players. Let's see a cheeky little Gravenberch purchase. Let's see Anthony coming in. Let's see, maybe Pau Torres or somebody like that coming in as centre-back, Jules Koundé, or even that Justin Timber that we've talked about at Ajax as well, the defender that could be coming with. For people like this, get a few players in, and hopefully we can improve the side pretty quickly. But also, his coaching style, his philosophy, it's going to take time to adapt, as we say. It's going to take time to adapt. It's a different league as well. I mean, talk about baptism as fire. You're coming over from the Eredivisie where, let's face it, Ajax probably have the pick of the bunch in terms of being able to sign the best players within the league, and also youth development system. Of course, there's Feyenoord. Of course, there's PSG. Of course, there's team PSV. Sorry, but of course, Ajax are the daddies over there in the Netherlands. Everybody knows that. So he's sort of had to pick a bunch of that. Coming over to the Premier League now, where City and Liverpool have got the sort of the ruling over the league at the moment, and then there's other teams coming through, of course, who are trying to get in there, like the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Newcastle, the likes of Spurs, whoever it may be. It's a much more difficult league, so he's going to have to try and balance getting results with improving the team stylistically. United fans have to be patient with giving him a bit of time, don't we? Hey, Simon Cowie, thanks for getting in here. I'm just going to dip into the comments for a second, and then we're going to get into all the Ten Hag stuff we've got. But Pig, everyone needs to take this with a pinch of salt, because there is zero proof that what the media are saying is true. And the sources are not reliable. In fact, how many times from deal done to deal agreed? Simon Cowie, fair play. I mean, a little bit of cynicism from you there. Okay, fair enough. But I mean, this is at advanced stages. It's absolutely true that it's not 100% done. Nothing's been signed and sealed and delivered. There's nothing 100% done here. No contracts have been exchanged, but this is looking very likely that it's going to be the case, mate. So they've talked to the manager. There's a verbal agreement essentially. All the discussions are taking place at this moment in time between Ajax and Manchester United. That is the situation as it stands. That doesn't mean that it's 100% going to happen. I suppose there could be something that it falls down on, but all of the top reputable reporters, all of the media, reporting. I mean, Rio Ferdinand's done a video about his Erik ten Hag verbally agreeing today. I mean, everybody's accepted the fact that Manchester United are negotiating with Erik ten Hag, to be fair, Simon. So it is happening, mate. It is happening. It's not 100% done yet. You're absolutely right. And until it's signed, sealed, and delivered, that's not going to, that's how it is. But it is almost there, mate. It's almost there. They're talking to him. There's a verbal agreement. They're about to approach the club, obviously, and deal with contract negotiations and that sort of stuff, and obviously pay the compensation. Update from Romano earlier says Man United are working to prepare contracts and paperwork this week in order to announce Erik ten Hag appointment as soon as possible. This isn't going to be a rush-through thing because, for a start, he's managing Ajax over in the Eredivisie. He's got a campaign to finish, and so they're not going to be announcing anything anytime soon. They're working on things behind the scenes. It's probably going to happen in the summer, just after the end of the season. In fact, we've got an update here, which basically suggests that maybe he could start as soon as late as July 1st. So he could begin officially work on July 1st, which would just be 5 days before embarking on the preseason tour of Thailand and Australia. So, but who knows? He's definitely not going to come. Well, I say definitely, but he's not really going to come in before the season with Ajax is finished. But there you go. That's the situation. We're prepared to hold direct talks with the club now. The BBC, Simon Stone, a few hours ago, reporting that Erik ten Hag, Man United are on the brink of appointing Ajax boss. It says Ajax boss Erik ten Hag is on the brink of being confirmed as Man United's new manager. United say no deal has been done, but sources in the Netherlands suggest an agreement in principle is in place. The Dutchman, 52, will replace Ralf Rangnick, who is appointed interim manager in November following Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's dismissal. So, this is all steam ahead at the moment. There's still, I guess, a couple of final hurdles to negotiate, but let's be honest, it's all more or less done, this lad. It's more or less done. I mean, who else are they going to appoint? They're not going to stick with Rangnick. They're not going to go and get Pochettino, I don't think, because, I think he's contracted to the end of the year, right, at PSG. But also, not that that means anything. They could pay a little bit of compensation. But also, he's just been absolutely fallen by the wayside this season, hasn't he, Poch? He's had another failure of a season. I mean, what sort of appointment would that be? It doesn't instill much confidence into the fan base when you're going to go get a perennial melter. So, they are definitely leaning, and they're definitely working on, and they're definitely trying to sign Erik ten Hag as the next Manchester United manager. That is the situation. Manchester Evening News reporting that Manchester United are finalising their process of appointing the Ajax coach Erik ten Hag as manager and have not consulted the players for their views on the same. So that is what Samuel Luckhurst from Manchester Evening News is reporting at this moment in time. As I say, it's understood he could officially start work on the 1st of July. Let's talk about some of the backroom staff. Let's talk about some. I want to talk about this article and these quotes from Steve McLaren, by the way, who worked with him at FC20. So Steve McLaren has compared Erik ten Hag to Manchester United legend Sir Alex Ferguson. You what? Crikey. Anyway, so the waddy with the body's at it again. But hey, fair play. No, let's hear him out first. This is what he said. He said, to be fair, listen, he's obviously a good prospect of a manager. I suppose you could maybe compare him to Sir Alex Ferguson in his sort of Aberdeen days where he's winning leagues and stuff. But he hasn't won any major European trophies like obviously Sir Alex Ferguson did. And he's a little bit older as well, so anyway, this is what he said. He said, we were starting a pre-season training the day after I was appointed. Ten Hag brought out this folder and there was 6 weeks worth of pre-season training planning in there. Every minute of every day was laid out, from drink sessions to warming down to individual work. It was so detailed. I'd not seen anything like it before, and I've not seen anything like it since. He would prepare meticulous game plans about the opposition, how we were going to press, how we were going to build up. I thought I knew football before, but going there and experiencing that, I knew nothing about football. So, the Wally with the brolly, just backing up that he knows nothing about football there. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding. But look, yeah, fair play. He seems like a very detailed individual. Then he's even planning drink sessions. You what? 11:57. drink break. You know, I mean, it's a little bit OTT, mate. A little bit OTT, but hey, fair enough. I like extra detail. That's what I'm saying. You know, I like extra detail. So lots of different managers have different types of techniques and styles. You know, people like Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho, I think, has quite a lot of information given to you on certain players, dossiers and things like this. There's been talks of in the past. You know, certain managers, for Alex Ferguson, maybe keep it a little bit more simple, you know. But everybody's got a different style. That's good that he's obviously somebody that's detailed and thinking about all the different aspects, though. So that bodes well. Dizzy Red Devil's getting in here. Thank you so much, Dizzy Red Devil. Oh, shit, I missed one from Kate Cadet too. Thank you, Kate Cadet and Dizzy Red Devil, for the super chats, you legends. Let me check out Kate Cadet's super chat here, because I missed that a minute ago. Sorry, Cake. Kate Cadet, thank you for the super chat, lad. He says, difficult to get excited when we as fans have been let down so many times, Pig, says the Kate Cadet. Yeah, no, I'm with you, mate. Yeah, I mean, we've had some bigger name managers than Erik ten Hag come in and fail at this football club, mate. And it's largely because of the gash setup, the owners as well, bad investment as well, previous recruitment regimes and stuff just absolutely shit in the bed on us, buying gash players for overinflated prices, not being able to sell players for decent prices, having an absolute mare. I couldn't agree more. So, yeah, Kate Cadet, but at the same time, it's a new regime, it's a new era, it's something that we need. We do need to start seeing progress again at this football club, and we need to start going in a direction. Right now, we don't seem to have any direction. We're just scratching all over the place. It's terrible. Like, we actually do need to get somebody in who can steer the ship. It's not 100% guaranteed to be the right guy. It's not 100% guaranteed to work out. But I'm pretty confident that if you give him a bit of time, it's going to be better than this shit show right now. At least if he's going to instill the style into the team and get us playing an attacking fashion of football, you know, that's something that I can get behind. So, style-wise, he excites me. In other ways, you know, it really does depend on what happens in this summer, who we sign, what goes out in terms of outgoing players, what comes in with transfers, etc. It all does depend on that, because right now I think as good as any manager is, if you get them in to manage this squad of absolute prima donna gash meltbags, they're going to struggle whoever they are, because you've got Slappington Maguire as your captain, and he's whole City's captain, really. He's not really Manchester United's captain. And you've got a lot of Billy Bang average players all over the park that do need to go now. And so I'm hoping that there's going to be a regime change this summer, and that with players going out, players coming in, we're going to see a new positive sort of season, or a new positive outlook at least. We're not going to win the league. We're not going to close the gap on City and Liverpool overnight. That's just crazy to think that. But just a bit of progress, a bit of direction. I hear you though, Kate, man. There's too many negatives around Manchester United right now. It's hard to find the positives. But look, he would be a new era for Manchester United, which in itself is a positive, because this is a stinking era of Manchester United right here. Thank you everyone who's getting in here, by the way. I want to shout out everybody who's in here. Shane B, Rush Mano, G Wolf, Josh Lee, Scott Hutchinson, Simon Cowie, Eric the King, Sleepster 99, Sin Games, Callum Karen, everyone, thank you for joining. Make sure you do smash that like button on the stream. Give it a thumbs up. I've got a bit of a sore throat today, as you can probably tell. Sound a little bit like Sean Dyche. Why is nobody talking about me as the next Manchester United manager? Once again, I'm the coach of Burnley. I've actually got too much of a sore throat. I can't even do Dyche. But anyway, Dizzy Red Devil, thank you for your super chat, man. He says, we have to give the new boss time to get his system in place and get the players that fit his system. We have to back Erik ten Hag 100%. Yes, we do, mate. I couldn't agree more with you, Dizzy Red Devil. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a coughing fit there. But anyway, Dizzy Red Devil, mate. Totally agree, man. We do need to do that. Back him, give him a bit of time. You know, listen, if he comes in and starts to shit the bed early doors, you can't just get straight on his back, because the team is shit in the bed regardless. It's the team of bang average players. As I was just saying a moment ago, until we get a better quality of player throughout the squad in Manchester United, then, you know, it's going to be difficult for any manager to really get this team challenging. So he does need a bit of time to rebuild, does need a bit of time, obviously, to get players out, etc. Brummy Red says, Vincent Bullock, you are right about Pogba. What did Vincent Bullock say about Pogba? But yeah, he says, I can't believe that Pogba giving money grabbing Paul Pogba £500,000 million a week, and he don't even show it. Reminder, he might well be a $2 hooker. Fair play, Vincent Bullock. Well, listen, there's a bit of speculation about that at the moment in regards to Pogba, whether he's been offered a new contract or whatnot. But listen, I don't think it makes sense. You may be hearing that, and it might be true. But I also just don't think it is true, because why would they do that, man? Manchester United would be not right in their mind if they were to offer Pogba any improved contract whatsoever. I would sign Paul Pogba up to a new contract, but only if it was a contract that was like half of what he's being paid right now, which means he has to have a significant pay cut. Because actually, if we're talking about value added, what player does actually put into the club? He doesn't put very much in, but he takes a lot out. So yeah, unless he wants to sign for Manchester United for 200 grand a week, I wouldn't bother with signing him up to a new contract. Certainly not for 400 or 500,000 pounds a week. Let's get a Pogba in or a Pogba out in the live chat. What do you think? What do you think about Paul Pogba, guys? Aaron says Glazers out. Well, that's definitely true. Hey, Ulf793, how you doing there, mate? Hope you're doing well today, man. Yes, there isn't a bigger cancer than the board. You're right about that, Ellie. Yeah, so true. I mean, that's what we really need to focus on, is getting these gash Glazers out of this football club. So there's supposed to be protests on Saturday, and also, for 70 minutes, I think, boycott before the game. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. It's only going to do so much, isn't it? I mean, that's the thing. It's just they really just need to... It'd be nice. Yeah, you do need to make it a little bit hostile, really, guys. That's the thing. Like, you can't. It's all just too nice at the moment. Really, it's got to be. We've got to not accept the absolute disgusting precedent they've set at this football club, just allowing the standards to slip so massively over the years. Unless we do, take a stand, obviously, and make it fully clear all the time that we are not happy with it, then it's just going to continue. But you know what? There's only so much you can do. They're in their fucking ivory tower in New York. They own the bloody club. They've got us shackled in debt. There's only so much you can do. Obviously, you hopefully you've got to hit them where it hurts, as sadly as it is, which is in the pocket, guys. You do have to hit it in the pocket, but it's not really gonna happen. I don't think. I think people are still going to go and support the team. They want to watch the team, obviously, and yeah. I personally don't think that it's gonna change much unless they just decide one day that they want to sell the club, mate. That's it. It's just down to them, isn't it? It's totally down to them. They're just ruling it with an iron fist right now from afar. It doesn't even directly affect them if the fans protest at Old Trafford or anything, really. In fact, you ever heard the old statement? No publicity is bad publicity. Well, they're getting their name out there every single time that happens, in a way. So I'm just saying, it may be in a negative way. Maybe stock prices do take a hit, but the last couple of years, you've just seen Manchester United stock just increase, really, with the sort of signings that's been made and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, there was issues in the pandemic, but since then, oh man. Right, guys. Okay, so just gonna talk about the backroom staff quickly. So Mitchell van der Gaag, is currently Ajax's number 2 right now. He's known for forging close-fisted defences, and he's actually, at Ajax, they've only conceded 15 goals in their 29 league matches this season, while scoring 85 goals at the other end. I mean, that's actually pretty mad, isn't it? So they scored 85 goals in 29 league games, but they've only conceded 15. Okay, maybe it's a farmers league, maybe it's a clogmakers league, whatever you want to say, but still, there's some good teams in there, and just stylistically to be able to do that, to score so many more goals than you have conceded, it's good stuff. And also in the Champions League, his statistics are very good as well, like in terms of his group stage performance, in terms of goals and conceded, also very impressive there too. So this man is definitely somebody that is, if his coaching style is anything to go by, as an assistant, maybe could come along with Erik ten Hag and prove to be pretty good for what we're trying to do, which is shore up the back line, actually defend, and not just ship goals week in, week out. We are really bad, actually, organisationally at the back, especially since Rangnick's come in, I would say. Maybe it's because we just got the human slab at the back who's just not really fit to do the job that Rangnick's asking of him, or he's just not good enough. Maybe he's good enough in a 3 at the back system, low block type team. I think Maguire could do well in that type of setup, but not for Manchester United, not if you're trying to play at all high up, not if you're trying to get up the pitch at all. He's a good ball player and stuff, but he's not great. He's not great. But anyway, also, so this guy could be coming in, this Mitchell van der Gaag. So you could have Ten Hag and Van der Gaag as the two coaches coming in here to sort of be the main, obviously the manager and the assistant. Oh shit, I missed. Hey, thank you, Gungshi, for the super chat, man. He says, Pig, you missed G-Wolf's 26-month milestone post. Oh, holy shit. Gungshi, thank you so much. I did miss that. Sorry, but I've got all these tabs open and these news articles which I'm reading, so I'm not actually looking at the chat, and I've got my phone down here. Hey, but nice one. Thank you, Gungshi. Sorry, I missed that. G-Wolf. Oh, I can see that now. Thank you, Gungshi. Let's get a soo in the chat for Don Gungshi. G-Wolf United Gaming, man. Thank you so much for the comment, mate. He says, he's been a member for 26 months, by the way. Let's get a hashtag 26 in the live chat for G-Wolf and a love heart. Thank you so much for supporting the show for well over 2 years, you bloody Don. Mad love to you, G-Wolf, and shout out to G-Wolf United Gaming as well. His channel, G-Wolf United Gaming, where he does Rocket League and GTA and stuff. Much love, G-Wolf. He says, with the new season, manage a clean slate, hashtag change for United. G-Wolf, yeah, that's it. Need a new change, new slate, new season. Still the same lingering gash problems hanging around from upstairs, though. And unfortunately, half the same gash players will be lingering around no matter what, because we're not going to have a full exodus of players. I think we might see as many as, 8 players leave this summer, and we might have to sign as many as 6 or 7. Doubt we will, but we might have to, depending on who goes, right? But even then, it's like we're still going to have a lot of gash players around. But people like Fred, McTominay, sort of squad players, we do need to improve in all areas, in my opinion. Yeah. Thank you so much there, G-Wolf United, you legend. Thank you, Gungshi, for that as well. Hashtag 26 months a member. Get in there, you beautiful bastard. Right, okay, so yeah, Mitchell van der Gaard could be the assistant manager under Ten Hag. We have to wait and see. Could be even, there's talks of people like Steve McLaren. Also, reports here that Robin van Persie could reportedly still return to Manchester United as a coach this summer. So despite suggestions that he's rejected sort of the idea, but Ajax boss Ten Hag's believed to be on the verge of course, becoming a new manager at Manchester United, and he's thought to be keen to bring in Mitchell van der Gaard, but also he likes Steve McLaren, and he also likes René Maulerstein, who's been linked with the return to the club as well. So these guys, they've also got links with Manchester United, of course, and they're great coaches, they're great football men. Maybe as a number one, you wouldn't think, oh, Steve McLaren's a great number one, and he's not. But as a number two, he might be quite fine. But then Mitchell van der Gaard sounds good as well. René Maulerstein, we know what a good man he is as well, what a good head coach, what a good first-team coach he can be. Van Persie, though. There's talks of Van Persie. It's also said to be wanted by Ten Hag. A recent report claimed that the 38-year-old rejected a chance to move back to Manchester, but according to various outlets, including the Evening Standard, Ten Hag remains interested in adding Van Persie to his staff for the 22-23 campaign. So, that sounds interesting, just getting a couple of Manchester United guys. I've even heard some quotes recently from Jaap Stam and some talks of Jaap Stam that if he was offered a coaching role at Manchester United, then he probably wouldn't turn it down, stuff like that. So quite interesting to see. I think it would be nice to see a few of these old heads, these good footballing minds come back to the club and help. Because we need all the help we can get right now, in all fairness. So that's interesting, guys. Robin van Persie, Steve McLaren, René Maulerstein, Mitchell van der Gaard, these sorts of guys all being linked with some kind of capacity of coaching roles at the club. Rush Mano gets in, my son. He says we've got 56 likes on the stream. Thank you, everyone, for dropping a like. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on the stream. Smash the thumbs up if you haven't done so. Help us compete with the clickbait merchants, the shithouses, the charlatans, and the corporation channels by dropping that thumbs up on the video. Nice one. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, guys, for getting in and dropping the like. Let's see if we can get 100 big ones. Oh, hell yeah. Right, okay, so also we got an update here from Jonathan Schrager as well, who said that he's told that RB Leipzig made a very and somewhat unexpectedly significant offer to Ten Hag on the weekend in a late attempt to persuade Erik to join their club. This seemingly prompted Manchester United to ramp up their negotiations at the start of this week to secure his services. So quite interesting, just reports that maybe RB Leipzig was sniffing around Ten Hag, trying to maybe steal him out from underneath us. And this has meant that Manchester United have moved on it a little bit quicker. May be true, may not be true, who knows. But there were reports, obviously, a couple of days ago that RB Leipzig were going in for him. So, yeah, obviously Manchester United's just a much bigger club. RB Leipzig is a great club, actually, and it's a club that's got a lot behind them, and it's a club that's probably going in the right direction. But certainly, United's just a massive club, isn't it? Even in its current state. So, yes, just to clarify, guys, Erik Ten Hag wants to bring Mitchell van der Gaag as assistant at Ajax with him at Manchester United. That's what is provisionally thought anyway. Still negotiations and discussions to be taking place in regards to his backroom staff. He's also considering possibly adding the likes of Steve McLaren, Rennie Morlenstein, Robin van Persie. Okay, so tactics and management, guys. Right, in just a quick sort of little overlay of what's going on. So, you know, Ajax have tended to play a very fluid formation, loosely defined as a 4-2-3-1, two playmakers holding midfielders, but it can easily shift to a 3-4-3 with one of the centre-backs stepping into midfield. Equally, if Ajax are on top, Ten Hag can even push them into a 4-1-4-1 with as many as 6 players ahead of the ball. It's bold and relentless attacking. It's definitely fun to watch. The overall style is a nod to the total football concept of the famous Dutch teams of the 70s and Ajax visionary Johan Cruyff. Sounds good to me. This is what we need to be getting back to. Attacking football, stylistically trying to go about it the right way. United should be a team that wins, but also wins well. That's what we should be. You know, you have to doff your cap to Klopp and his management style, because even when they go up against, you saw that game the other night against City, even when they go up against a team like City in that sort of a game, they're not changing for anyone. They're still going about it in their fashion. They're still confident that they can best whoever they come up against whilst playing an attacking style of football. So that's what Manchester United need to do. So I'm very happy about it, to get him in there. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you're happy with the appointment. When it does happen, of course, it's not happened yet. It will be in the summer more than likely. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you're happy with Ten Hag. Smash a 2 in the live chat if you're not happy with Ten Hag and you would prefer somebody else to be appointed. Let me know. Okay, just a quote from Rio Ferdinand from his video earlier on today. He said, the fan base have to back him, Ten Hag, give him time, allow him to build. We might have to have a period of a little bit of hurt while he works through the squad. I think that's fair. I think there's such a gash squad of players here at this football club and such a bunch of overhyped, overpaid, overrated prima donna meltbags that we have to take a little bit of time in a couple of transfer windows just to get rid of all of them. And then it's obviously got to sign in a couple of really good players as well, like more or less every single window for the next 3 or 4 years, and try and get 5 or 6 or however many he can possibly get this summer transfer window. One thing that he has been good at in the past is obviously developing youth and signing players on a budget, because Ajax don't have a huge unlimited amount of funds to compete with the top clubs in Europe with. So he's had to sort of be frugal over the years. So maybe he'll go on and do something, you know, drastic with the squad, try and sign a lot of players on a budget, but who knows? Who knows? Kakenes says 4-2-3-1 means Fred and McTominay double pivot shite. Well, it's 4-3-3 as well, mate. 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 is essentially 4-3-3, mate. It's a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. He's playing with 2 playmakers in the middle of the park, not 2 defensive gash holders. 2 playmakers in the middle of the park, but it's essentially a 4-3-3, because think about it, 4-2-3-1 is basically a 4-3-3. If you just got Bruno Fernandez dropping down into the midfield there, then it's a 4-3-3. So it's just semantics, my friend. I don't really give a toss about formation. It's about style. His midfield is playing with a couple of playmakers in the midfield. It's not playing with a couple of, you know, defensive whatever they are. They're not even anything, are they? I don't know if they're they're not. They're bang average. But you know, it does actually depend more on the mentality, the style, the aggression, the tactics, the directness, that's what it really depends on. Formation's only one fucking thing, isn't it? Doesn't matter what fucking formation you play, does it? It's about how you go about it and how good of a team you are, how well drilled you are, how organised you are. That's what really matters. So, yeah, okay, 4-2-3-1 might sound negative because we've seen this 4-2-3-1 shite. But it really is a 4-3-3. And it really is also, you know, not going to be the same. I don't think it is going to be Fred and McTominay holding shite. I know what you're saying, though. It doesn't, you know, I know what you're saying, but no, I don't think it's going to be there. If it is, kill me now. If it is, kill me now. If he comes in and goes, you know what, Harry Maguire, I'm sticking with him as captain. I rate him. He's a boss. I've seen him for England in the Euros against, you know, or in those friendlies against San Marino. He was an absolute don. That's it. He's my man. If he does that, then I'm sorry to say it's a bad start. Right, okay, so we have got a little bit of transfer news and stuff. I'm just going to get into the live chat for a few minutes, though, see what you legends have got to say for yourselves. So do get your thoughts in about Ten Hag now, quick, seeing as we're on this topic. Drop a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button as well so you can chat You only need to be subscribed for 1 minute to have your say, so do get involved in the live chat, dudes. Big God Bob says 4-5 Phil. You watched Chelsea game yesterday, man. We are 1,000 miles behind, says Bill Maguire. Well, fair enough, Bill. I mean, yes, we are a little bit behind those guys right now. I think they'll probably have a drop-off. In regards to Manchester United and what we're going to do, it remains to be seen. But if we do get this new guy in, hopefully there'll be progress taking place, a direction we'll be going in. It won't happen overnight, but give it a couple of years. Hopefully we'll be back on top. We just got to be realistic about how long it's going to take. Because we are a long way away from Liverpool and City, and nobody, not even the great Sir Alex Ferguson, I don't think, if you brought him in right now in his prime, with all the resources available to him that he needed, could just go and win the league next season or something. I don't think that's really that realistic. You've got to set your targets of trying to actually get back into the top four easily this season here. But also at the same time, maybe that's not even the prime objective. Maybe it's just about getting the shite players out, getting a new base in, getting younger, hungrier players in, getting out with the old, in with the new, and trying to actually lay the foundation this season and worry about actually winning stuff next season. Hey, Chrissy J, what's going on, my man? Yes. Get in there. Jarvis Cocker says, I won't be happy before the Glazers leave. As long as they are running our club, everything will go to shite and they won't stop. Yeah, until we say so. I mean, I agree. It's never going to get to 100% awesomeness until they're gone. They are shackling this club and holding us back. Obviously, if they were not here, then we could start to progress even more. Hey there, K-Slater23. What's going on, you Don? Get in there. Good to see you in here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Really appreciate your legends. Okay, so the defence need to be rebuilt at Manchester United, says Johnny. Let me get the live chat up on my computer here because it's bugging my house out reading it on this small screen. The defence needs to be rebuilt at Manchester United, says Johnny M. Right, okay, so Johnny, defensively speaking, I think we've got one or two quite big issues, but largely I would say it's not really the biggest problem area for us. I know it is an area we need to strengthen. You've got Rafael Varane there, in my opinion, is world-class and is our best defender, and he should be starting every single game. Only problem is he is injury-prone, so he's not going to start every single game. That's an issue. So you need somebody to come in for him straight away who's quality enough anyway. Harry Maguire is an absolute Easter Island stonehead. There's no way that he should be playing at centre-back for Manchester United, so he needs to go. I agree with that. Luke Shaw loves a Frey Bentos pie too much, and he's not good enough, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say, he's good. He's okay. He's good. If he wants to stay around and be a squad player and fight for his place, then fine. Maybe we'll get the best out of him doing that. You saw Solskjaer do that last year when he signed Telles, and Luke Shaw all of a sudden turned into a really good player. He actually seemed like he wanted to play. He had a great season, actually, Luke Shaw. I know he's a good player because I saw him play last season for Manchester United. I just know that he's not a great player because he can't do it consistently every single week or week to week or often enough. So for those reasons, he's not a great enough player. He's a good player, but he's not good enough. Telles, I would say, is a good player as well. Is he great? Is he a great player? I don't think he's one of the best left back or best wing backs in world football. No. He is a very good attacking wing back. He's very good set pieces, technique-wise, crossing. He's a good attacking player, but defensively, is he somebody that you're going to rely on 100% for a game? Probably not, no. And then over on the other side, Dalot, yes, he's good. He's young. He's getting better. He's improved a lot under Rangnick. He's good going forward. Is he somebody who can run on defensively sound as a pound? Absolutely not. And Wan-Bissaka, as good as he is defensively, is gash going forward. So, and actually even the other day when he played, he was a bit rope at the back. So, yeah, we have got a bit of a dodgy defence now you mention it. We do need to improve in certain areas. I think we absolutely have to sign a centre-back. Get Phil Jones out, get Bailly out, get Maguire out, and just go and sign one absolute tonker, or maybe even two real fantastic players. I'm talking Pau Torres. Maybe go and get Pau Torres. He's had a really good season again this season. I think he's only 24, Spain international. We've been talking about Pau Torres on this channel for years, it seems. He's a very good player, and we could do a lot worse, i.e. Harry Maguire. You've also got other options out there. Jules Koundé or Antonio Rudiger might be available for a free in the summer. Just think about that. I mean, he's a good quality player. He's much better than Harry Maguire, in my opinion. He's got pace, he's athletic. Slavia Maguire's a big fucking breeze block of a man who's slow as all hell and lets you down most weeks by making calamitous errors. So I would definitely take Rudiger over him as well. So there's options at centre-back for Manchester United. We just need to go and get one of them or two of them and then get rid of all the shite. Robin says, you honestly don't see why Ten Hag would want to leave Ajax to take on this huge challenge, says Robin. Well, you said it yourself, Robin. You just answered your own question there, Robin. It's a huge challenge. What a challenge this is, man. Wow. You're going to try and take one of the sleeping giants of world football to try and make them great again. It's a challenge. If he really wants a challenge, what a club, what an opportunity to go and try and get them back to the best. It's a project, isn't it? What an opportunity. It is a challenge. It's a hard job. Also, it's an easy job because you're getting paid a shitload of money to do this job, but it's also a pressure cooker of a job, and it is a difficult job. And as I said many times, one of the toughest jobs in world football because the fan expectation's so high, the owners are so bad, and you've got to try and manage expectation whilst getting results. And actually, it's just difficult. It's a really difficult job. We've seen many a manager where it's Jose, Louis come in and try and fail at this football club. It's an absolute wild beast of a club to manage. So I think he's got his work cut out for him. Chrissy says, I rate Bailly. If he could stay injury-free, he would be a beast. I'm with you. I think if he could actually stay injury-free, he would be a pretty damn good player for us. But he just can't, can he? Maybe De Ligt would be a good option. Yes, A. Dykes, great shout there. A, I agree, man. Yeah, some of these Dutch players who've got those links with Ten Hag would be amazing. There's De Ligt. There's obviously De Jong. Yeah, man. Skriniar's a shout, says Josh Lee. Right, okay, let's get into a little bit of transfer news then, my friend. So we have got a little bit of transfer news going on. So Manchester, the reports have come out this afternoon that Manchester United have holding talks with Enzo Fernandez ahead of a new scouting mission. So Manchester United already held talks over a deal to sign River Plate midfielder Enzo Fernandez, according to reports in South America. The Red Devils are believed to be tracking the 21-year-old's progress closely ahead of the summer transfer window, with a move to Europe appears to be on the cards for the Argentinian. So I don't know anything about this guy, really. Lots of different reporters and outlets in South America are reporting that this 21-year-old midfielder, Enzo Fernandez, is being scouted by Manchester United tonight, and that United are holding talks with River Plate at this moment in time in order to sign this guy. So there's an exciting prospect for the future. I know nothing about him whatsoever. If you want to go and have a look on his YouTube and stuff, maybe you'll familiarize yourself with him. But I've never seen the guy play, so there you go. But hey, nice. Seems like if we could, I want to sign young, hungry players at Manchester United who are between maybe the ages of 21, 25. That's what United should be looking at, trying to get that new crop of players, rather than going to sign 30-odd-year-olds now. We've tried that. It's gash. It doesn't work out. Let's get a hungry, younger sort of crop of players coming in now. So there is one transfer link. There's a new transfer link that's fresh today. Also, we've got just a little bit of information in regards to, so Manchester Evening News this afternoon reporting that Manchester United signed Victor Lindelof over Virgil van Dijk. United signed Lindelof from Benfica in June 2017, luring him to Old Trafford in an initial fee of £31 million. The Sweden international had impressed during his time in Portugal and was captured a fair amount of attention from across Europe. At the same time, Van Dijk was making a name for himself at Southampton after joining the Saints from Celtic in 2015. Anyway, yada, 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 yada. Man United had the opportunity to sign Virgil van Dijk, but they basically just cheaped out and signed Victor Lindelof for £30-odd million there instead. And we all know how that worked out. So good scouting, good recruitment from Manchester United there, you absolute bunch of meltbags. Also, did you know that we had the opportunity to sign Ruben Diaz when slapping to any time before Manchester City signed him, but certainly instead of signing the slabby Maguire melt. But for some reason, they thought it was a good idea to overinvest and spend £80 million on an Englishman just because I guess he's English and homegrown and had a good World Cup and stuff, rather than going to get somebody from a different league who's better and is way cheaper. I mean, the recruitment at Manchester United has been absolutely freaking awful. When you look at buying Pogba for £89 million, Lukaku for £75 million, getting Alexis Sanchez in, just some of the decisions that's been made over the years and how much money they've paid for a lot of the players. It's an absolute fucking joke, isn't it? Seriously, they've bottled it big time with some of the signings and some of the acquisitions they've made. You see some of the other signings that have gone to other. I mean, look at this kid that signed. Is it Julian Alvarez that signed for City in the January transfer window? Manchester United could have gone and got him, just a young prospect for the future. Didn't bother. Just let him go to them. It's just pathetic, isn't it, really? We just seem to miss out on a lot of these good players just down to making the wrong decisions. Thank you, Sing Games. He says, share, share, share. Appreciate that one. He says, only 80 likes. You are. Oh, crikey. Hey, everyone, we can do better than that. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on this stream. Drop a thumbs up on the video. I hope you can all hear me today because I've got a bit of a Grant Mitchell voice. Hello, Mum. My voice is going a little bit today, but do us a favor, drop a like on it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll be bringing you all the latest Ten Hag updates and all the latest Manchester United news in a no bullshit way over the next coming days. So do get yourself involved. Click the bell icon also. Gungshi says, did you see how long it took Slabby to turn and to try and get a shot off in the Everton game? What a joke. Yes, he turns like a yacht, sir. He really does. He's fucking dreary. Hey, Simon Cowie with a 17.99 super chat. Thank you, Simon, lad. Get in there, my son. Everyone, can we get a sue in the chat there for Simon? Thank you for the super chat there, Simon, lad. He says, Pig, it will take 5 to 7 years before we win the Premier League. We will take the next 3 seasons rebuilding the squad, and we will only sign 4 players and bleed through the youth squad, and we won't win a trophy until the 4th season. Simon, they call you Mystic Simon because you predict these things. Respect, Simon Cowie. I like the vision ahead going forward. Yeah, 5 to 7 years. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, mate, in all fairness, if it did take that long, because, you know, where the other teams are, City and Liverpool are so far ahead, they're not going to be toppled over the next season or two, I don't think. Then you've got to try and tussle with them, then you've got to try and surpass them. All that's going to take a lot of time. You might have a magic season, one season, where everything comes together and you just can somehow leapfrog them, but it's going to take a little bit of building, a little bit of time for us to be able to compete. I agree, Simon. So 5 to 7 years, hopefully not that long, hopefully 3 or 4. I would hope that if Ten Hag's going to be here over the next 4 years, that certainly by the end of his contract, certainly a lot quicker than that, actually, in a couple of years, 2 years' time, I would hope that he's got us back to, you know, competing at the top of the league. I would hope. But yeah, maybe before we actually win it, it could take 5 to 7 years. Let me just ask the live chat then. How many years do you think it will be? Great comment there, Simon. Thank you, bro. How many years do you think it will be before Manchester United actually do win the Premier League again? I'm going to say 5. I'm actually going to agree with you, Simon, and say 5. So yeah, I do actually agree with you. After saying, yeah, hopefully not that long, I do actually agree with you, mate. I think it will take a couple of seasons to rebuild. And then it's obviously going to take another couple of seasons to kick on. And I don't know if they'll sign that many players in the window. Hopefully they do. But like you said, they might just sign 4 and bring in a couple of youngsters and keep hold of a bunch of the underperforming melters that they've got at the moment. Tamori's a great centre-back, says Jarvis Cocker. He's young, experienced, and plays like a beast. Will cost you 40 million euros. There you go, Jarvis. Yeah, there's a good few options at centre-back, right? I mean, Pau Torres wouldn't cost you a huge amount, I don't think. Jules Koundé. Rudiger's available for a free. So there's some really good players available to us that we could absolutely sign, even if we don't have Champions League football, I think. Or maybe we do need Champions League football for some of them, but most of them would come anyway. Kingface, thank you for a super chat there, Kingface. I really appreciate that. Get in there, my son. Let's get a cheeky little sue in there for Kingface as well, getting in here raw. He says, no major changes will occur with this new manager I'm hearing about, honestly. That's what you think, is it? You think nothing major is going to change? Well, his style is very different to what we're going about now. You know, a total attacking, total Dutch football style philosophy. If he comes to United and implements that, that will be a big difference. Hey, if he comes in and is just another Glazer puppet and just does what we've been doing now, continues to play McTominay and Fred in a 4-2-3-1 gash setup like we've got at the moment, then yeah, okay, I guess nothing will change, Kingface, but I actually don't think he's going to do that. I think there will be quite an evident change in approach with him coming in. But hey, who knows? Maybe you're right, Kingface. Josh Lee says 5 years until we win the Premier League. NK Shooter says 10 years. 5 minimum, says Dave Grant. Scott Hutchinson says 4. Cody Elder says 4. Chrissy J says 3 to 5. Isn't that fucking depressing, guys? So, we're talking about not even being able to win the league until 2027, and most of us are agreeing that's probably the case. It's sad, isn't it? It is a sad state of affairs what's happened at this football club. It's just not right. We've got terrible owners. That's what it is, guys. We've got terrible owners. It's been nearly 50, just to remind us, it's been nearly 15 years since we won the Champions League, guys. So we haven't really had a sniff since either, really. But obviously we had a couple of, games against Barcelona and stuff like that, and when Fergie was here. But really, we haven't been close, man. We're 15 years away nearly from winning the Champions League. Think about that. Just think about that. That's unacceptable, man. And now nearly 10 years away from winning the Premier League. Last win in the Premier League. Shocking. 3 to 5 says Chrissy. 4 to 5 says Susan. 4 says Cody. 4 says Twitch 0. 4 says Benjamin Bessemer. 3 says Rushmano. 4 says Dizzy. At least 4 to 5 says Gangshi. Next year says Ali. 4 years says Kate Slater. 4 years says Stephen. 10 says Jonathan. Nothing will change until Pep or Klopp leaves, says Jonathan Gallagher. Great shout. Well, actually, so Rushmano sent me a little bit of news earlier on, actually, which I really hope does happen. It's just in regards to Real Madrid, you know, and Ancelotti, basically, and obviously their situation, and if he's going to be going, and maybe who could go in and be the next Real Madrid manager, right? And you know, it's all just speculative stuff at this moment in time. But it would be nice. It would be nice if Klopp fucked off and went to manage Real Madrid, wouldn't it? Or somebody like, you know, that would be nice. So apparently Joachim Löw and Klopp are favourites at this moment in time to take over from Carlo Ancelotti. You know, looking likely that he leaves. So wouldn't that be amazing? I'd love to see that, to be honest. I personally don't think Klopp would go, but apparently he's one of the favourites at the moment, along with Joachim Löw, to succeed Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid. So that would be really very good, very nice, wouldn't it? If he just got gone. Because I actually agree with you, mate. They're actually really great coaches, and they're in such a settled space at the moment with their squads and their team and where they're at and how they're doing, that they're not going to fall that large. They're not going to fall that dramatically at any time while they're still here over the next few seasons. It's not going to happen. You're absolutely right. They've got such a control over those two teams at the moment that unless they do leave, they're not going to fall off that dramatically. So yes, sadly, you're right. You're absolutely right, Johnny. Nice. Benjamin says we got 90 likes. Get in there. Keep smashing them up. Thank you, bro. If only the Glazers let Ten Hag work, it will be fine, says A. Dykes. Very much the case. Needs assurances, needs the freedom. Give him the money. Give him the freedom to let him go what he needs to do. And I agree, mate. Let him work his wonders rather than trying to control it and trying to shackle him. It's bullshit, isn't it? Okay, so just one or two other things I want to discuss here very, very quickly. So there is some, you know, speculation about other signings. We've heard about midfielders coming in. You know, Neves could be a target for him. Also, reports today coming out that Milinkovic-Savic is also still on the list. Manchester United and PSG could reportedly go head-to-head for the signing of Lazio midfielder Sergei Milinkovic-Savic during the summer's transfer window. So, you know, look, it's all just speculation right now, guys. As I've said, until Ten Hag's in, I'm not too sure if there's going to be too much like, you know, like looking at signing new players at this moment until the new guy's in. But of course, if he's not coming in until July or until at least after the end of the season, then maybe they will have a conversation on the phone and just, you know, say, hey, we could work on this guy. Is that something you'd be interested in type setup? So, yeah, who knows? But, I mean, yeah, any of these quality midfielders would be nice to see come in because we are definitely lacking in combatants in the midfield. And Milinkovic-Savic is a really good, strong midfielder as well, you know, and it's somebody that we could definitely do a lot worse than. Paul Pogba, for instance, is worse. We've also got, you know, just generally struggling midfielders. Fred and McTominay are okay, but they're not great. They're good squad players. I'm not saying Milinkovic-Savic is the one I want. I'm just saying that's a story that's on the you know, out there today. Also, other players like Ruben Neves supposed to be a target for Erik Ten Hag should he come in. Gravenberch, you've got Anthony the winger, you've got Justin Timber the centre back from Ajax and stuff. You've got a lot of links there that could potentially be happening this summer. I think it will be a very busy summer with players going out and in, but we'll have to obviously wait and see what goes on first. Get in there, by the way. Simon, thank you, Simon. Thank you, Kingface, for those super chats, by the way, guys. Let me just give this chat a refresh. It's frozen my end. And we smashed 100 likes. Thank you, Rushmano. Get in there, you Don. Hey, Stephen C. Thank you for getting in here with a £5 super chat, mate. He says, we take too long to sign players, and when we do, the clubs we buy them from take us to the cleaners. A difficult situation for any manager coming in. Spot on, Stephen C. What is it about that, man? We get absolutely rinsed, bent over signing these players. We have to pay a premium for everyone because everyone knows, I don't know, Manchester United are muggy enough to pay it. Or we've got the money, so we seem to always have to pay a premium for these players. And then we can't get shot of them. We can't get rid of them. We also do stupid things like sign them up to long-term contracts. Eric Bailly's got another few years on a contract because we signed him up a new deal last year. Phil Jones, we signed him up to a contract. not that long ago, really. He's been on a contract now for years, getting paid loads, doing nothing. It really doesn't make sense, does it? I agree. And then we can't get rid of players like you just see in Pereira. So Andreas Pereira is on loan at Flamengo. They don't want to sign him permanently anymore. It's like we just can't seem to get rid of players, man. It's a real big struggle. I agree, Stephen. A lot of them will leave on a free transfer now, or they'll leave for peanuts compared to sort of what we paid for them. Thank you, Stephen C, for getting your super chat in there. Sue. Hey, 0793, what's going on? Says, why would we want to lose a great coach from the Premier League? You just need to do better in manager selection, bro. Why would we want to lose a great coach from the Premier League? Is that you're talking to somebody else, are you? I don't understand. Twitch Sarah says, I feel like one bad game under Ten Hag and the English press will go crazy and might say Ten Hag out. Oh, I know this fan base as well, man. I know the United fan base. I don't want to disrespect any of you guys out here, but I do know the United fan base, and a large percentage of the United fan base, after a few bad results, will be saying Ten Hag out. Yeah, that's true. That is true, mate. That is true. You've got to give him time, man. It's not going to happen all overnight, I don't think. Playboy 21625 says, I think Edison Alvarez would be a good option. Ten Hag knows him, says Playboy 1625. Fair play to you, my son. Fair play to you. You know who I really like from Ajax actually at the moment, who he knows would be that Anthony guy, because he's a Brazilian winger, 22. We're lacking in quality in those areas at the moment. Statistically, his assists and goal stats are very good this year. That only tells you a story so far because he's got to do it in the Premier League. Sancho had great stats in the Bundes, but he's not quite living up to in the Premier League at the moment. He will be good, though. But because of the situation with the wingers, Greenwood, Martial, don't know what's going on with them, could be going. Rashford's in question marks over him. I'd say we sign him up as well. Keshav says, imagine a midfield of Neves, SMS, and Bruno. Better than Liverpool, says Keshav. Get in there. Who's SMS, mate? Wait a sec. Oh, Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Yeah. Agreed. Cat says, was rather hoping you would be getting Ollie back. Instead, it's the Wally with the brolly returning, says Cat. So true, Cat. Yeah. Steve McLaren, imagine if we get the Wally with the brolly back at this club, eh? Fucking hell. That'd be mad. Anthony is such a skiller, says A Dykes. You will give Ten Hag time. Who's going to give Ten Hag at least a year regardless, guys? Smash a one if you will. You've got to give him at least a year, even if we finish like 7th. Look at what Klopp did at the start of his Liverpool time. He didn't finish. I can't exactly remember now. It was like either 7th or 6th or something. He didn't have a great first season. I remember it took them a long time to really get that philosophy instilled, to get that confidence instilled, to get that winning mentality instilled, and also get the players in and get the players out. If you've got a melter goalkeeper like Karius, you can't win the Champions League final if he makes 2 blunders. You need to get a quality keeper in. If you've got a melter defender who's letting you down every single week, a la Slabby Maguire, well, you do have to go and get that Virgil van Dijk. So it takes a bit of time. You can't ask for too much too soon. It took Klopp time, and it will take Ten Hag time as well. Dean thinks Dean will give him time, and Nathan Gangshi Bargav says maybe 7 years. He needs more than a year, says the Cape Cadet. Yeah, he needs more than a year, but I'm just saying you've got to give him at least a year to work without criticising him really at all. Because this side is so gash at the moment and is so lacking in confidence and winning mentality. It's not going to come in overnight. Yeah, 0793 says, what you said about Klopp going to Real, mate. Well, I hope so, mate. I really hope that he does go to Real Madrid, mate. It would be beautiful if he did leave Liverpool, because then you would see them drop off, because no matter who they got in, really, it's probably not going to be as good as Klopp for them. So, yeah, it would be nice to see him go. Thank you, United Forever. Your problem is we never make a profit on signings, says Simon Cowie. Yeah, very true. Who was the last player we made a big profit on? I mean, we obviously made a huge profit on Ronaldo, but that's going back a long way now. Good shout. I can't think of any player we really make a profit on, mate. We just sign players, even if it's like Morgan Schneiderlin or whoever, sell them for a bit less than we buy them for. Lukaku, I think we bought for 75, sold for 70. Didn't we? We don't make... Oh, yeah, Dan James. Yeah, you're right, Sir Fikey. We did make a couple of million on Dan James. You're spot on. We did. Yes. Come on. Couple of £1 million in the kitty there. Profit, baby. From Dan James. Which they reinvested in what? Kingface, thank you for another super chat, man. Very much appreciate you. He says, hurts to see my second favourite Chelsea. Out of the Champions League, your second favourite Chelsea. You what? You know what? Hurts to see it, does it? Fucking get in there, my son. I'm well happy with that, guys. I'm sorry. I know people say support the English team. As I've discussed many times, I don't like Chelsea and I don't like City because they're a bunch of cheating, money-grabbing, destroying the game bastards who have obviously put a lot of illicit gains into their football clubs through different various avenues and means, totally bringing the game into disrepute, and they're a fucking disgrace. So for those reasons, get in there, Real Madrid. Get in there. Right, okay then, guys, it's Q&A time. So I know I've been pretty much doing that anyway for the last few minutes, but I haven't realised that I've already that I hadn't said it. So we're going to do a Q&A now. Just going to have a little bit of a Q&A for 5 minutes or so. Do get involved. Have your say. Now's the time. If you're just joining the stream and want a quick recap. So Ten Hag obviously reportedly agreed a 4-year verbal agreement contract, essentially, with Manchester United. Obviously, finalisations need to happen. Backroom staff need to happen. Fabrizio Romano, various other reporters suggesting that United over the next couple of days will be contacting Ajax and obviously getting the compensation package planned and just the finalisations of the deal between the clubs officially sorted out as well. And this guy could be coming in after the season finishes as our next permanent manager on a 4-year deal. That is the biggest sort of update, really, is that United are about to, we're ready to negotiate directly with Ajax now. That's going to be happening over the next couple of days. So that's the biggest update, really. We're prepared to hold direct talks with Ajax, as Fab says, to complete the appointment of Ten Hag as new manager. It's understood at this moment he could perhaps be taking over on the 1st of July, 5 days before the tour, the pre-season tour for Thailand and Australia. So there you go. That's possible. We'll have to wait and see. Also, Mitchell van der Gaag, who is the assistant manager at Ajax at the moment, who's known for his defensive, real strong defensive coaching and his strong defences, only conceded 15 goals in 29 league matches this season over there at Ajax while scoring 85. He may well come in as Ten Hag's number 2 at this moment in time. So we could have Erik Ten Hag and Van der Gaag as the 2 Dutchmen doing the total football at Manchester United. Also, Robin van Persie could reportedly still return to Manchester United in some sort of coaching capacity, whether it's, I don't know, an attacking coach or whatever. He could maybe return as a coach. And then you've got René Maulerstein, who's been linked to a return to Manchester United also, and Steve McLaren, who's been linked to Manchester United also. So a couple of different coaches, couple of different options there. Even Jaap Stam's been mentioned as well. So backroom staff is still up in the air. That's not still 100% sorted out. The most likely would be Mitchell van der Gaag, who's his current second in command. But also we could get some other coaches in there in other roles too. Maybe with Dutch links, maybe with Manchester United links. So there's some guys there that are being talked about. We'll have to wait and see, and we'll give you all the information when that sort of confirmation comes out about any of those coaching staff or indeed Ten Hag being appointed. Then, Rio just talked about Ten Hag and said you've got to give him time and allow him to build, which we've just been discussing as well. He says we might have to have a period of a little bit of hurt while we work through it. So absolutely spot on from Rio there. Couldn't agree more. It is probably going to take a little bit of a rough period before we do, start to see the fruits of his labour in the first season at United. And also a bit of transfer news. Apparently we are scouting this guy, Enzo Fernandez, River Plate tonight, and we have held talks with them for the signing of him in this summer. A 21-year-old exciting prospect. Just a bit of news coming out today, which sounds very, very good. It might be the first place you've heard it. There you go. We'll see. Also, Manchester Evening News reported that United signed Victor Lindelof over Virgil van Dijk this afternoon as well, when they had the option. Right, anyway, that's basically all the latest sort of updates and news today. Ten Hag is the biggest one, guys. It's getting a little bit closer by the day, it seems. So more information will be coming out about that. We'll keep you up to date. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe. Get yourself in the live chat now. Have your say. I'm going to read out a few comments, so do get yourself in there if you want to have your thoughts and opinions read out. Let's go. And subscribe to the channel, like Rushmano says. Thank you very much, Don. Thank you very much, Don. Right, okay then. So you don't agree with this give him some time rubbish. Why? You go out and win games. End of, says Cedric Burner. Well, because realistically, it's you can't go out there and sign a whole new squad of top quality players that United need. We maybe only have 3 or 4 or 5 players that should be in the starting 11. So really it's going to take time for anybody to actually get the necessary personnel in and out the door to be able to actually get them to be competitive to win the title, in all fairness. Liverpool and City are years established, my friend. If that was the case, Klopp would have won the league with Liverpool in the first year. It doesn't work like that. You've got to get the old gash players out. You've got to get the players who have the weak mentality, the weak philosophy. I'm not even talking about technically here. I'm talking about the weak mentality, weak philosophy. Get them out, get the winners in, get the hungry players in, and also get the different style and tactics instilled in the team. That's not going to happen overnight. You can't come in and expect them to play this Ajax style of play overnight without having worked on it. So, of course, it takes time. Of course, you've got to give them a bit of time. I mean, okay, you can go with the Roman Abramovich school of chairmanship, which is, you know, just to be, well, aside from the fucking illicit money that you're putting into the club and ruining the game, apart from that, you're just sacking managers off if they don't perform right away. So, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Have a great squad of players. You know, sign huge players. If we had that option with those owners, maybe you could do it like that. Maybe you could be more like, oh, okay, well, if we've got owners that are just signing amazing players, we've got a Galactico squad, then yes, kind of like PSG, whatever, you got this manager in, oh, they're not doing it, go and get rid of somebody, just like Chelsea, get a new coach in. But we don't have that setup, you know, we don't have a Galactico squad. So we are going to have to appoint somebody and give them time. They're going to have to take a little bit of time to progress. Otherwise, you know, unless you want to be a shitty Chelsea type team, I think we've got to give him time. We've got to give him time. We can't actually cake it out. I don't have that set up on here, my friend. Sorry. I don't have that set up on the Man United news stuff. That's for the FIFA streams. But thank you for the super chat, though, Cake Cadet. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Sorry to disappoint. Paul Story says it's kind of time and patience to get the right out of this team, says Paul Story. Spot on. A lot of time and patience. Congrats on getting a competent manager. Finding Liverpool and United games can be exciting, says King Lima. Thank you, King. Well, there you go. That's it. He is a good attacking manager, isn't he? Carlo Ancelotti got there in 2021, says Richard Rojas. He is now in semi-finals of Champions League. Yes, okay. Well, as I said, they are a Galactico team of great, great players, aren't they? And if you get somebody in who's already been there and who's already got the ability and is already a proven winner, and like he is, then yes, it's a merry-go. And he did the same at Chelsea. Great comment, great point. Yes, it can be done. Chelsea, look at Tuchel last year at Chelsea. Guess what? They already had the players there, though. We don't have the players here at Manchester United. We've only got half a good squad. So of course it's going to take time at United. It's not the same setup at all. Yeah, Chelsea can afford to do that because they've got a Galactico team. They've got an oligarch owner who just allows them to buy whoever they want. New manager coming in, okay, we'll just terminate the ex-manager's deal, even though it costs a fucking fortune. And yeah, you can go and sign 100 million's worth of players if you want. Yeah, go for it. New guy. You know, even though we've already got Galacticos. Well, you know, it's not the same situation at all, I'm sorry to say, as Manchester United. 0 degrees, thank you very, very much for the super chat, my son. Get in there. The Aussie Dozzy Dollars coming over from Australia, mate. He says, pig. Hey, 0 degrees. How you doing, man? Thank you for getting in here with your super chat, mate. Man, thank you, everyone, for the super chats today. Loads of random little super chats coming in, and big ones, too. I want to say thank you to everybody for getting in here with your super chats, man. Gungshi, Simon Cowie, 0 degrees, Cake Cadet, of course, Kingface getting in here raw. Thank you very much, everyone, for getting in here. Thank you so much, 0 degrees. How long you think he'll be in charge for, Pig, says Cuz? I think, yeah, 4 years. 4 years, at least. I mean, we'll see. 4 years. We'll see, man. I mean, I don't want to say, oh, he could go and be the next Fergie, be here for 10 years. The proof will be in the pudding. He's going to have to perform. But, yeah, let's go 4 years. Bones Brigade 2020, the honest truth is we need signings. It's great to be hopeful, but we need to be realistic. Spot on, I agree. Thank you, Aaron, for putting a link to my tweet in there. Yes, nice one. Please do give us a follow on Twitter, guys. Here is it. I'll pin it at the top of the live chat. Give us a retweet as well if you want. Share it around on social media. That helps. There it is. I've pinned it to the top. If you're not following me on Twitter, please do. Stephen Carter's Pig, can you please explain Steve McLaren's nickname? It's the Wally with the brolly, mate. So, back in the day, I think, was it 2006 maybe? Yeah. 2006. Was he was England's manager, right? And we failed to qualify for, I want to say, the 2008. No, hang on. I want to say we failed to qualify for the 2008 Euros, maybe? Maybe it was in 2008. I can't remember. But either way, we fucking failed. England bottled it. Was it against Croatia now? I can't quite remember. We fucking shat the bed, mate, and Steve McLaren was pissing down at Wembley or wherever it was. And he had an umbrella on the sideline. A fucking umbrella, mate. Who has an umbrella? Who has a fucking umbrella, mate? You're managing England, you know, come on, you can get a bit of rain on you, mate. Stood there with a fucking body getting pissed on in the rain, right, looking like Mary Poppins. And, you know, whilst England get knocked out, failed to qualify for the major championship, basically, we shat the bed. That's why we call him the Wally with the brolly, because he failed with England. He failed with England, and he has a fucking brolly, mate. That's it. The umbrella against Croatia. That's the one, Mo Khan. Yes, it was the World Cup. That's it. Not the Euro, sorry. We failed to qualify for the World Cup then. Either way, Steve McLaren shat the bed with a great set of players, got us losing against Croatia, and we failed in qualifications to get to the World Cup, and he was getting rained on against the Croatians. We got done, and that's why he's called the Wally with the brolly, and he always will be the Wally with the brolly to me. Hey, thank you, CB Lorries, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you, mate. If you're new, do what CB's done and hit that subscribe button. Hey, we're nearly at 150 likes. Nice one, everyone. Thank you very much. We're pretty much wrapping this one up, but I'm going to read a couple more comments out. Nearly as bad as Turnip Taylor, says Sir Firekey. McLaren is United legend. Hey, fair play at Arsenal 5. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, yeah, for England, that's it. Different. I don't think he's a great number one. The players shat the bed, says Keshav. We are the specialists in shitting the bed, says Gungshi. The more you know, says Robin. The big guy says first thing he needs to do is he gets everyone down to Carrington. He tells every one of them, if you're only here to collect the wage, then get the fuck out, says the big guy. I like that style. Hello, my humble companion. I find myself here compassionately. I shake you warmly and wholeheartedly by the hand. Nice one, K4 Murphy. Thank you for that, son. Fair play, Richard Rojas. He says, I would give Ten Hag 1 year to settle and 3 years maximum for silverware. I think that's fair. You can't just keep going on and on and on and not winning anything. 3 years, you know, is enough time to get us competitive, surely. Big Up Bob's got a quote here. I hope Rashford can find his footing and get into the form that we know he has. He can score goals and terrorise defences. This is from Dimitar Berbatov. No, he won't get gone, Gashford. Fair enough. Well, I think actually Rashford can find his form again in the future. I know he's been shite, though, at the moment, Big God Bob, and this season's been terrible. I've seen him do some great things in the past. He's in an existential funk right now, and he needs support and hopefully a new coach coming in with a new style is going to help him. But if we'll find out pretty soon whether or not he's going to be a United player under the new guy, won't we? You don't want to be known as a number 2, though, do you? Says Rush Mono. Who does number 2 work for? Pogba's new contract offer reported on Sky Sports must be true then, says Robin. Exactly. I mean, it's I personally. Okay, fair enough. I mean, yes, we've seen a lot of reports about this today, right? In regards to Paul Pogba. And yesterday, if you watched my video yesterday, we talked about the possibility of Paul Pogba being offered a new contract at United. Now, it's all speculation, mate. It's all speculation. You know why I think it's speculation? Because it makes no sense at all. That's why. Makes no sense at all. It would be redundant. It would be ridiculous if they did that. It wouldn't surprise me, in all honesty, if they did sign him up to a new deal. It wouldn't surprise me if they signed Jesse Lingard up to a new deal. Because rather than going out there in the transfer market, they might just look at it from a financial point of view. Well, we could go and sign Tielemans from Leicester for 50 or 60 mil, whatever it would be. Or we could just pay Riola, the fat agent. We can pay Pogba a big fat fee as well. And then we've got him signed up and we pay him a big wage and it saves us money in the long run. It wouldn't surprise me. But at the same time, it makes no sense. This guy has been absolutely sapping Manchester United for years of huge amounts of money and putting in pretty much not that much back, really. Sometimes he turns up and has a worldie. Other than that, he's pretty average. We don't call him Paul Jogba for nothing. So, in my opinion, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense for them to do that. You know, they will report this until Manchester United announce it. I won't believe it because I cannot believe that they would reward Pogba with a new contract. I cannot believe that myself. I think he'll be going to PSG in the summer. Yeah, Eamon Barrett says, piss off, Pogba. Get all the Diva players out, says Mikaheli. Doob. Good shout. Yeah, time to go. Have a clear out of these prima donna melts. Wiggy says, purple patch, Paul Pogba. It's time to go. Spot on, agreed with you there, Mr. Wiggy. Couldn't agree more, sir. Jarvis says, if Pogba renews before we get a new manager, I'm done with this club. I won't take it anymore. Yeah, how ridiculous as well to renew without even the new manager getting in here as well. I know Bruno Fernandez has just done that. At least he is a quality player for us before this season. Tilvani says, after we get battered by Liverpool, we'll announce Ten Hag, says Tilvani. Maybe you're right. Kate Cadet, thank you so much for the £5 super chat. Kate Cadet's going in there absolutely raw today as well. Let's get some raw emojis in there for Cake. And some cakes. Thank you, mate. He says, the thing about Ten Hag, Pig, is he is just another number. I see what you did there, right? The number 10. Is that what you mean, King Cadet? He's just another number. Yeah, the number 10, mate. Anyway, no, wait. So, yeah, okay, so you're saying he's just another guy, he's just another manager, he's just another puppet, basically. Is that what you're saying? We'll see, won't we? We'll see. Or is he? Maybe a lot of people, I guess, were saying probably the same thing about Sir Alex Ferguson, where he came into. Keshav says, will you ever do a Football Manager stream or just FIFA? Probably just FIFA, man. I do like Football Manager, but I don't know if it makes for the best for me streaming personally. There's not a lot of action going on there, is there? You know? Anyway, you would be interested to know whether, thank you, K Cadet, you legend, you'd be interested to know whether Ten Hag wants Pogba or Maguire or the other inconsistent players in our team. Might be best to make a completely fresh start with a fresh squad. I'd be interested to know that too, and if he does rate Maguire and does want Maguire, then Ten Hag out. Simon says the hard facts are teams regress in the third season, so we need to expect that Sir Alex finished second, 87, then 13th and 88, 99. Fair play, fair play, fair play. You like that number 10 joke, says Keshav. Ten Hag don't need more money as his family are rich as fuck, so he is coming for the right reasons. Get in there, big god Bob. Love that, love that. Yeah, he's the number 10 pig, says Cake in the Head. He's a puppet, says Gungshi. It's a puppet! Pig, you'll be the next Pep, I hope. I hope he's the next Klopp, personally. But no, I feel you, Daniel Lees. I hope you're right, man. The Cake Cadet with a double entendre, says Robin. Football managers for the football connoisseurs. I love Football Manager, Keshav. Well, maybe I will do some streams. I have streamed it before. Let's not compare anyone with Sir Alex. Good shout, R Kings. He's incomparable. Simon says, Pig, that's why I don't believe what the media says about the manager because of what you said about Pogba. It's the same thing. True, yeah. I don't believe the media about that at all. But this is, I'm sorry, but the Ten Hag thing is progressing, mate. That definitely is happening. They are having conversations. That is documented well. That is reported far and wide. I know what you're saying. It's not 100% and it might fall down. But at this moment, Man United are progressing with the deal for a Ten Hag. They are. But yeah, I know the Pogba thing's probably BS, dude. Just because it really doesn't make sense. But Ten Hag does make sense. Hopefully we won't be complaining after every game next season says 1-3-3. There you go, exactly. We might be complaining about some of the gash player performances. Ten Hag's not free from... This is it. He's got to prove himself as well, just like anybody, though. Seth Blackrow says Ten Hag should have a clause in his contract enabling him to replace the entire current squad with Ajax squad. Yes, Seth. Well, yes, that's it. At the right price, we should just go and raid Ajax for a lot of their players. Thank you, Cuz2490. Thanks, bro. Stephen says, if you give Pogba a new contract of higher salary, then we're not continuing on the same way, reduce the wages. Precisely, yeah. That's it. You're seeing, hopefully, a change now. With when Ronaldo goes next season, when Pogba goes this season, if he goes, then there's going to be players on a reasonable amount of money then. At the moment, we've got a few too many players on too huge amounts of money. It's not good enough. It brings the whole structure into question, if you ask me. Yes, Paul Story says, what top team in the world would take Pogba, having looked at how he's played over the last few years? I think PSG would actually pick Paul Story just because he's a Hollywood-type player. They're a Hollywood-type team. They play in a Farmers League. Pogba could do well over there every single week playing in a Farmers League against farmers. He would love it. They would love it. It's a name. It's a World Cup winner. It's an icon. They would. I don't think many would, though. I think you're right, but I think they would. Thank you, Lewis Jackson, for subscribing to the channel. Nice one, Lewis. Thank you, Aaron says, smash a like. Nice one, mate. We're getting there, aren't we? Real footy talk. I'm in it for the foot and for you. Here's my like. Thank you, Jack the Track, for liking the video as well, you legend. We're approaching 150. Get in there, my son. You still expect Paul Mitchell to be appointed assistant director of football. Nice one, Rushmano. Yeah. So, yes, that could well happen as well. That would be good for us, I think. But, again, we do need more. We do need more... we do need more football men in there. Of course, he's the guy at Monaco, right? So we do need more football men in there. Unpopular opinion, Varane and Axel 20 be centre-back partnership next season. That is unpopular. Yes, Shamin. I wouldn't like that too much. I hope we sign somebody else this summer, i.e. Pau Torres or someone to partner Varane. Juventus would take Pogba. They would take him, Craw, but would they be able to afford him right now? He's on, 300-odd K a week at United. If he wants more than that, I don't think he'll get that at Juventus. We need more football knowledge in the hierarchy. Spot on, Rushmano. Wouldn't it be beautiful if those Glazers just got the fuck out in the summer? Could you imagine that? It's going to happen one day, guys. One day that is going to happen. I very much doubt they're going to pass it to their grandkids. One day that will happen. I can't wait for it. Just think about Newcastle United, right? Just imagine being a Newcastle United fan 2 years ago. Just a couple of years ago. Just 1 year ago. you're like, fucking hell, this is the shittest own-run club ever. What a load of absolute fucking steaming gash. Mike Ashley's a fucking toss bag. And he literally, if anybody was worse than the Glazers, then Mike Ashley was fucking a candidate because he was a right shit owner. But guess what? As soon as they got rid of Mike Ashley, they've been taken over by this fucking huge billionaire group of bloody, and all of a sudden, now they've got all the riches in the world and they're all positive and they all all of a sudden, they're going to be, they know, give it 5 years or give it a few years, they know they're going to be up there. What a nice feeling that must be to be a Newcastle United fan. Forget the moral, owners that own the moral stuff with the owners, all that sort of stuff. Forget that. Just how good a feeling must it be being a Newcastle United fan, knowing that your club is going in a forward direction? That is huge. Hopefully that will happen to us one day soon. I just hope that they get the foot out. Daniel Lee says, Pig, who do we want in this backroom staff? Yapstam said he would take any job. I want Yapstam to come in there and headbutt everyone when they underperform, mate. Spit a slab on slab action, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Rushmano, thank you so much for the £20 super chat. Come on. Get in there, my son. Rushmano getting in raw, guys. Can we please get a big sue in the chat from Rushmano? Rushy, thank you, mate. And thank you for all the updates, as always. What an absolute legend. Rushy, put a link to your Twitter page in the live chat, my friend. Everybody go and follow Rushy's Twitter, if you're not. Put a link in the live chat, Rushmano. He's an absolute legend. He's an absolute legend. And he also gives me a lot of updates and keeps me in the loop. He's got some great sources, inside knowledge. He's a season ticket holder at United. And he knows a lot of people as well, knows a lot of goings on at the club. So he keeps me well up to date with what's going on. Much love to Rushmano. Thank you so much. And he says, great show, guys. Subscribe to the channel. You know it makes sense. Thank you so much, Rushmano, for the incredible support, man. You're an absolute star. Appreciate you, Rushy. Thank you very, very much, bud. What a legend. What a legend. Yeah. What an absolute legend. Yep, Yapstam would be cool. Hey, I'll take RVP as a coach, as an attacking coach or something. In fact, let me just go and find you Rushy's link here, man. Actually, myself. Let's go in there raw myself and do it here. Everyone, go and check out Rushmano's Twitter page here. If you want, in the loop, proper updates about Manchester United on Twitter. There it is there. Go and follow him up, guys. I'll pin it to the top of live chat. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video there. There's the latest news on United and Ten Hag. Little bit more progress, little bit more movement, but of course, still nothing signed, nothing sealed, nothing delivered. It's going to take time. He's probably going to be there to the end of the Eredivisie season anyway. But it does look like it's progressing and that Ten Hag will be the next permanent manager of Manchester United at this moment in time. We'll keep you up to date with the coaching staff when that's revealed and any more details about the deal. Thank you, Legmar, for getting in here. Primart, Rushmano, Keshav, Dizzy, Robin, Big God Bob, Simon Cowie, Wiggy, Superstar, Miz528, Gungshi, Rushmano, all the legends. Everyone, that's it for the show then. Do drop a like before you do go. And also come back after it's finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in the comment section after it's finished. Not in the live comments now. I mean the not live comments. And make sure you follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com, for your latest Man United news. You're right, Rushmano. It is a great community. AR Dan, great to see you as well, bro. How you doing, you legend? Get in there, my son. See you later, AR Dan. Thank you, Dizzy Red Devil, Craw, Eamon Barrett. You're right, Rushmano. What a community of legends. Let's get a hashtag bacon again in the live chat to end on then, and I'll catch you on the next one. You tipped me a £1 as well. Thank you, Miz528, you legend. Sue. Sorry I missed that, man. What a legend. Thank you, guys. Catch you later. Catch you soon. We'll give you the latest updates. If there's more breaking Manchester United news later on tonight, I'll jump on and give you the deets. But I might have the night off FIFA. I also might stream FIFA. I'm not 100% sure yet. We stream FIFA every other night this week. I might do it tonight. We'll see. But I also might not. So there you go, guys. Bit of a mystery. Keep a lookout. Thanks for tuning in. Also, click that bell icon so you get notified when we post and go live, like your name was Quasimodo. Esmeralda! The bells! The bells, Esmeralda! Oh, shit. Cake Cadet getting in here with a late super chat and rawness, lad. Dude, thank you again, Cake Cadet, for another £5 super chat. He's going in there raw, lad. He says, what I like about Ten Hag is he's a well-rounded figure. Yeah, I know. You know what? He's not quite as well-rounded as Erik 8 Hag, though, is he? I prefer 8 Hag, personally. At least he's an even figure, though, but he's not a symmetrical figure. Right, get in there, Cake Cadet. I like that one. Thank you very much, mate. Have a great day. Let's get some cake and love hearts emojis in the live chat then. And I'll catch you on the next one. Dizzy, Paul Story, Robin, Gungshi, Mears, R Kings, Primot, you legend as well. Have a great day, Primot. Everyone else, catch you later for some Man United updates. And have yourselves a good one. Take it easy. This is the Pig. I'm out of here. And come on, United, sort your bloody lives out. I pressed the wrong thing, guys. Bye.